So one of the biggest challenges that I see a lot of senior women grappling with in their career is what I call shiny object syndrome. My name's Louise. I'm an executive coach for female leaders, and I was speaking to a client this morning. They are 5 weeks in to a head of marketing role, and I asked them a question. I said, how will you know you're being successful at the end of your first 3 months and your first 6 months? How will you know you're being successful, and therefore what is your biggest priority right now so that you can meet that success criteria? And they told me. And when they told me, I said, that's great, because you've identified it really clearly. A lot of people would struggle to do that this early on. You know what's most important here in your role to have the impact you need to have on this organization. Wonderful. And they looked at me and they said, not wonderful, Louise, because I'm not doing it. And I said, what do you mean you're not doing it? I know what I should be doing, but I'm not doing it. I keep finding myself getting distracted by shiny objects. She was allowing herself to second guess, and she was allowing other quite challenging stakeholders to lead to her second guessing her own opinions, her own evaluation of those priorities, and to lead her astray. She was also getting caught up in what I call the busy trap. We're busy, therefore we're valuable, but that's not the leadership equation. That's not how it works. Busy doesn't equal valuable. Helpful doesn't equal valuable. Being focused on what is most important for the organization, doing the thing that moves the needle for that priority is what's valuable and is what will help you get recognized as an effective leader. So the advice I gave this client in order to stop chasing shiny object syndrome and stop delving into, frankly, the comfort zone of being busy and thinking, oh, there's something new I could do over here, a new idea, is simply this. I asked her to fast forward 12 months in her new role and imagine how she would feel if she had worked on that one priority and if she had achieved the outcomes that she really knew deep down were the things that needed to happen. And then I said, fast forward 12 months, if you chase the shiny objects instead, how will you feel? Scattered, disorganized, unfocused, unfulfilled, and feeling like I'm just a helpful pair of hands rather than a strategic leader and a head of marketing. Do that exercise if you are struggling with shiny object syndrome. Fast forward 12 months and see if you want to be in that position that chasing shiny objects will get you into. Guarantee that you don't. That should be enough to ground you back in what you know is the most important